There's something in the air. A pull, a steady hand, a gut feeling, perhaps a restless urge. It doesn't shout, it doesn't beg. It has a pulse and a desire to move. It's built in, wired deep, and it's the spark of an idea that won't burn out. It's driven men to madness and others to map the edges of the world. It has many names. We call it the spirit of adventure.
Alaska has been a big part of my life.
I mean, I'm sure I'll be back up here again one day with my 2 younger brothers, or even with my whole family. I don't know.
The spirit of adventure has challenged us to go north. Some of us will be returning. Others will discover her magic. The spirit of adventure thrives on conscious choice. To adventure with intention, choosing how we spend our time, who we spend it with, and in choosing the unexpected over the comfortable. What we find in Alaska will put all of us at XOVERLAND to the test. XOVERLAND's Spirit of Adventure Special is proudly presented by General Tire. Wherever you go, General Tire delivers. And sponsored by Mobile One for the love of driving. And Vertex, keeping us ahead of what's next. I should read OJ more often. A lot of little nuggets of gold in here.
Looks like the boys just got here.
Okay, here we go. I got to get my map book. Yeah, they're coming. Come on in here, guys. We'll meet up in here real quick. Take a seat real quick. Let's get going on some maps. And first off, welcome to the ranch. Welcome to the beginning of the expedition. Sweet. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sorry. The plan for this expedition is, on the surface, simple. Reach the top of the world in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. From Montana to Vancouver Island, the glacier coast of British Columbia, to the vast plains of the Yukon, and an icy Arctic sprint up the Dalton Highway, well, they're all part of the plan. But time is not on our side. Winter is coming, and our new trucks still need to arrive, be upfitted, and made ready for the harsh conditions we are certain to encounter. But as with all XO expeditions, there is more to it than that. You could say that this whole trip is also teetering on 4 young guns who are on the bleeding edge of experience. And we need them to pull this off. And herein lies the purpose of this expedition. The Croft boys are in a new stage of life, and this is the kickoff point for their future adventures. My goal as their father is to round out the edges of their fading youth and ultimately see what they're capable of. Eli is in his freshman year of high school, and class will be in session every day. That's twofold, as he learns the expedition ropes, and he also needs to keep up with his online schoolwork as he misses class back home. The same goes for Ryder, who is now a sophomore. It's a lot for them, but I believe that the experiences they gain on the trip will be well worth the effort, despite some narrow-minded teachers. You know who you are. Cyrus, in particular, now a high school grad, is returning to Alaska as a full-time XOVERLAND member. He's joined by his best mate, Braden. I've been listening to these two laugh for 13 years. Braden has been assigned as a driver and to be in charge of the galley. This will be his first taste of expedition life, and I can't wait to see what mischief these guys get into.
Plus, there's a lot of new other things that are taking place here, right? We got new trucks, all new Trailhunters, all new Landcruiser. There's going to be things to get to know about these trucks. We've got a lot of new participants. We got a lot of new roles. Cyrus is new navigator, like full-time on this one now. Braden and Ryder, you're going to be on the galley. Eli, you're going to be just you're like our runner guy. You're just learning to do all kinds of things at once. Ant's going to be learning a lot of stuff because he's never been on a trip. Peter is going to be running primary camera, so we're going to have to really lean on you guys for a lot of this new stuff, okay? So take it seriously. I think we're definitely going to have a good time. We're going to have, if we don't have a good time, it's on us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we need to have a good time. We're very fortunate to be able to go do this and feel good.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's nothing to it but to do it now.
As we planned out this trip, we wanted a new challenge with our northern expedition by pushing our trip into deep fall and winter. Ferry tickets have been purchased 2 months in advance to ensure the travel plan works, but the rest is open-ended by design. The all-new Trailhunter Tacomas are scheduled to come off the production line any day, and we are slated to get the very first ones to meet the timeline of the trip. When they get here is an undefined target. The good news is that we already have one of the 3 trucks we plan to take, the all-new Landcruiser.
So we are 30 days, 30, from this Landcruiser 250, first edition, and our Tacoma Trailhunter, which is not here yet, still in Houston. So therefore, myself, Tanner, and my boys have a pretty big month ahead of us to get all of this ready. You want to help me, Eli, grab this? The last 2. So it's not all bad. We have gotten quite a bit of our stuff. We just took delivery of the new Red Arc batteries. That's the last of the Vertex stuff that showed up. We've got our Max Tracks. We've got a bunch of our stuff that came in from Toyota's AAP program, air compressors and recovery kits, etc. That's all over there. And then we've got some of our biggest moving pieces. Prudhoe has already delivered roof racks for Tacoma, and CBI has already delivered the steps for the Landcruiser. We've got our Alucab rooftop tent. General Tire, we'll talk about in a second, they're already here. And of course, our brand new X2 Gen 2 trailer from Australia is already here.
This Patriot X2 trailer is going to be a huge lifesaver for us. It allows us to sleep too, it provides an insane galley, and the heater that's in it is going to keep us and our production gear in working order as we hit Arctic conditions. This is a mission-critical piece of kit, but it's not the only trailer we will be towing. But more on that later.
But now we're shifting from our trailer work to Landcruiser, and it's gonna start right here.
How's it going?
We have decided to run an all-new tire size this year as well, the 295/70 R18 on the stock 18-inch wheels, which gets us a narrower 34-inch tire versus our 35 wider tires we have been running recently. I'm looking to strike the perfect balance between ground clearance and rolling resistance that will help stretch our fuel range. We need to learn all this as it's important for future ambitions. I may not have told them yet, but as official members of the team, we'll be leaning heavily on the boys to get these trucks upfitted and expedition ready. In addition to their schoolwork, the boys' evenings and weekends are about to look very different. Eli has jumped straight in, joining Tanner to install some CBI sliders and a Princer roof rack and ladder, as well as install the Alucab tent to the Landcruiser.
Good morning, guys. It's an exciting day because our Icon suspension has just showed up at Dark Horse Customs. So we're driving our Landcruiser over there so they can put it on for us. It was one of those things that we would normally put on first thing, build our foundation, tire, suspension, and then up from there. but we didn't have it yet, so we went ahead and put the tent and the rack on, and it was a good test to kind of see how it felt on stock suspension, and we could tell that we definitely wanted something a little bit firmer and more planted. But now we got the CD EV suspension waiting for us, and so we're gonna get it on our new Landcruiser.
SCS Wraps has designed and wrapped over 24 vehicles with XOVERLAND through the years, and they are an exceptional team. One of my favorite parts of any new truck build is creating an all-new look for each expedition. We're back at SCS Wraps, and I cannot wait to see how our design sketches and color schemes come to life on the Landcruiser.
Oh, hey! That's awesome.
Is that what you wanted to see?
Yeah, dude. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, that's rad. Dude, that color worked out nice. We did good, Paul.
You did good, yeah.
After a few short weeks, the Landcruiser, now codenamed Nomad, is already looking expedition ready.
Let's go get some window tinting.
We won't all fit in one truck, though. The clock is ticking, and our departure date is now looming. Thankfully, the trail hunters that we've all been waiting anxiously for are now at the dealership.
Yeah, right there.
These are awesome.
Wow.
This is a big day.
Huge day.
This is a really big day.
Wow, they look great.
There's few days in XOVERLAND history where we've been able to, I don't know, what I'm getting at is these are few and far between, and they're very, very special days when we get to show up and pick up trucks. This one in particular, because we've had a long history with this vehicle. We were fortunate to have a small part in the Trailhunter story and its development. We were able to be introduced to the Trailhunter a year and a half ago. We got the Trailhunter series where we got to test it before it was ever produced. And now I'm seeing two produced Trailhunters in underground color, one in 6-foot bed, one in 5-foot bed for XOVERLAND. It's truly remarkable. It's cool.
I'll take the 5-foot.
I'll take the 6-foot.
All right.
There's no doubt that building an overland vehicle is like solving a big puzzle. It's one of the best parts of our job. We love problem solving and building the best trucks within our capabilities. These incredible adventure-ready trucks will be joining us on our trip to Alaska. However, it's time I sat the boys down and gave them a voluntold opportunity I've been thinking about for some time.
All right, grab your chairs.
Okay.
Meet me out by the truck here. I got the truck parked out front. Yeah, I just wanted to spend a few minutes chatting through this next process before it gets crazy.
Yeah.
So for a long time, over the last year, I've been talking like, hey, you guys are gonna have to build a truck. I want you guys to build a truck. It's here. Here it is. What's sitting in front of you is very, very special.
For sure.
This truck is really built for guys like you,
Right.
okay?
Right.
And me, but really catered towards somebody who wants to go on a trip, needs all the right stuff off the lot, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this is what we used to build base before we did Alaska before, 2013, before we went to Central America. This is the truck we built. That stuff from the lot, from Toyota, is done for you. We're not really gonna change anything on this truck other than we're gonna go up a +1 tire. General Tire sent us a +1 size. So we're gonna go to a 34-inch tire. Where your job's gonna come in, we have been collecting everything you need to build a very high-end, livable Tacoma.
Awesome.
And you guys are gonna do it.
All right.
I accept.
Yeah.
Excited.
You accept this challenge?
I accept.
Yes.
But we're here to help you. We got Tanner, we've got Ryan, we got guys in the shop. Use your past experience. You have Alaska, the Nordic series, Africa series, Africa series, Africa series. We've lived out of trucks before, so you can rely and think back to how we lived and start thinking through the final product. Okay?
Okay.
With that, I will leave you. You're on your own.
Okay.
Attaboy. Lift, lift, lift. We're doing a lot of big moving parts today. This is the Prudhoe roof rack for the 24 Tacoma. This is going on our 6-foot bed, and we should have this assembled pretty quick. They're pretty easy to build and put on, so. That there's a proper truck.
So we got the truck back from Les Schwab, got the new tires on. So now we're gonna really make a big push to try to get as much on it as possible. You guys have already got the roof rack assembled. So roof rack's gonna go up on top. Cyrus and I are gonna tackle that one. Clay and Ryder and Eli are gonna work on taking this off to make ready for our mod cap canopy and getting the tailgate off. And we're just gonna see how far we can make it today. So it's gonna be a big day.
Seems like it.
Lift it up higher.
Pivot to me. Oh yeah.
That looks sweet.
You like it?
That looks great.
Don't worry, sons. Someday all this strength will be yours.
Ryder already has it.
There we go.
The fit and finish of all of this stuff is just getting better and better and better. It's really cool to see progression.
So now you have a perfectly formed rivet.
Sweet.
So do the last one.
Got it.
Nice. Okay, let's set down the front onto that, onto the bed rails. Set down the front. Okay. Now lift straight up. Okay, now go forward, perfect.
First things first for the Alucab install is prep the truck and install the Alucab tailgate fit kit. We have even pre-ran some of the wiring for the lights to expedite the install for today. In a single day, this 6-foot Tacoma, now named Legion, has gone from stock to well on its way to ready. Many hands are making light work, and the boys are truly diving right into the challenge, learning from Tanner and getting this build done fast. I want to say thank you to all the partners who got all their equipment here on time to make this possible.
Okay. All right, now let's
going.
You go down onto the box?
keep going as far as we can.
Okay. We're walking back.
We're doing good over here.
You have to come forward, right? Yeah, let's go forward a little bit.
Legion is set up to be our post-production truck on this series. It's equipped with the power and space to run all of our computer and internet needs. The Alucab family camper provides ample space and shelter to accommodate all of this and comfortably house 3 members of the team on this trip. This is the first time the boys are seeing the Alucab mod cap and family camper in person, and it's the first working model in the USA.
I don't know how to do that gracefully yet.
Tanner,
You,
did what you told me not to do.
what's that? Did you snap it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, well, we had a big push the last few days to get this tent fully installed. Fully installed is and bolted onto the truck. We got a lot of work to do on the inside still. Not like that.
All right, so me and Ryder have been working on the door to the back of the Alucab all day and finally got it to a point where it's ready to get put on. So that's the next step.
It's also important to mention what we are not doing. Typically, we are swapping suspension, adding primary driving lights, installing air compressors and auxiliary switches. But all of these things come ready to go on the new Trailhunter grade. This has sped up our prep and our build by at least a week of work.
All right, just got the rest of the door done. Table, molly panels. just about finished. Most rewarding part's coming up. You get to put all these little black caps on. It's super satisfying.
The boys are tackling the solar install, water systems, and lighting, all under the experienced eye of Tanner. The boys are piecing together the most livable camper system we've ever made.
Where is that Milwaukee?
With the Alucab shadow awning installed, Legion is starting to look and feel like an expedition truck.
Feels good to get another big piece on the camper. The next big piece is goose gear inside, so then we can start running all the wires.
Yep.
And put the batteries in, heater.
Education continues with Ryder's first oil change. We change the oil out early on new engines, and this also baselines all the oil change intervals, which mitigates variables and an oil change within the trip.
Drop. So when we were planning for this expedition, I kind of thought, hey, the spirit of adventure is kind of calling me to get a boat. So I got a boat. This is a 14-foot Striker inflatable boat with a 25 horsepower engine on the back, outboard that we just got from Mercury. And yeah, I don't know anything about boats, but I want to. So the spirit of adventure says, buy a boat, take it to British Columbia and Alaska, and rip up the fjords and whatnot with these. So in here, I haven't even pulled it out yet, is my XOVERLAND's brand new boat. And I've never even set one up before.
It's Goose Gear Day. Well, today we got our goose gear finally. It's our last major piece to go into our camper build on our Trailhunter pickup. And we're very excited because now we get this in, we can start finalizing and running wires and getting all the rest of the installs done. Okay, Cyrus, so this guy is our sidewall and top plate, and it's gonna be for air compressor here. Here's the mounting foot for that. And then this, yeah, okay.
This is our first time using Goose Gear's aluminum V3 system. The fit and finish has transformed this camper space into the functional production truck our expedition teams have always dreamed of. We are now at the point where we need both trucks wrapped before we can go further, so they're sent to SES to complete the new XO look.
This truck, we don't even have a name for it yet, is going to be built up with pretty much all AAP stuff. Things that you can order from Toyota, because we really just need it to be a gear hauler. It's going to tow the boat, it's going to tow the fuel, it's going to have, let's see, tent on it, and you'll get to sleep in that one.
Yay.
Other than that, we're going to put a bigger set of tires on it, some generals, and it'll be ready. So almost in one day, we're going to try and build this truck. So you can actually hop back in that puppy, back it into here, and we'll just get to it.
Sweet.
Here's the benefit. If you wait till the last minute, it only takes a minute. Got the decals put back on, looks good. Love it. I feel a lot of relief having a third truck. We went around and around on it, and we're like, well, we have it, we should just do it. So I'm glad we did. Here we go.
The 5-foot truck has some special tasks ahead, and it's time to get rolling. It's all hands on deck to fit lights, alu boxes, and tents on our 5-foot Tacoma, now named Spartan. New to the fleet this year is Alucab's all-new LT50 lightweight rooftop tent. This trip will be a big test for this tent, as it will see 4 seasons use.
We have a new piece of equipment to introduce to you. This little guy right here is Patriot Camper's MX-1. This is a very special trailer. Justin's boys, the twins, built this trailer during COVID, and this was like their special project. And when I was talking to Justin earlier at Patriot Campers about kind of what we were doing this year, we had some ideas. He's like, I have the trailer for you, I'll send it to you. So yeah, we're getting to know the MX-1 right here, but we have a plan for it. We've got some plans being made over at my buddy's shop to put another rack on top of this. Our boat will sit on top, our boat motor will sit under here, and then we'll have some fuel cans and things like that. It's just a canvas for the boat portion of the adventure. So we got to get this over to Taylor right now. He's going to get going on it because we're getting short on time. But the bases are covered. Matching wheels. That took a while. Cool. All right. I'm going to load this up.
Whilst I keep adding trucks, boats, and trailers into the mix, Tanner is pressing ahead with the Legion build. In goes the Wabasto heater, our Red Arc battery systems, and National Luna fridge to complete the camper space. Rigid rock lights are also installed under the truck, which we primarily use as camp lights. That's going to be important because it's going to be dark a lot.
What I'm really thinking about, and kind of, I'm not concerned, I'm just aware of, is that these boys, I don't know if these boys really know what they're in for right now. In fact, I know they don't know what they're in for.
In 30 days, this build has gone from one stock Landcruiser to 3 trucks, 2 trailers, and 1 boat. And there's still more to go.
We are very excited to finally get this part in. We've been waiting on it for a long time. It's the last piece to go into our alley cab build. This is Red Arc's new Alpha 100 battery management system that can provide up to 100 amps of charge to our Red Arc batteries. We're very excited for this. And Rin and the guys at Alley Cab did an amazing job putting this all together for us. So now it's all been pre-wired. I have a bunch of connections on the other end, so I need to bolt this in, get all of our ends connected to these ends. Fingers crossed. It has power. It has power, Clay. Everything works.
Time is up. Departure day is tomorrow. In such a short space of time, the team has pulled together and produced a formidable fleet of Overland vehicles. The boys have really pulled out all the stops, and on top of their schoolwork, have given it everything they have. All that's left to do now is add the finishing touches, pack our bags, and drive. But before we leave, there are 2 more members that we need to introduce you to. Peter Van Stralen Jr., which you may know. Peter's a seasoned XO member and has joined us for the Nordic Series and the Africa Series, as well as some others. And finally, Ant Austin joins us for the first time to complete the team. He's the winner of the first XOVERLAND Film Festival, filmmaker and composer behind his own creator series on the XOVERLAND network, and joins us from Australia to run camera, photography, and story. Together, this team of brothers, friends, and adventurers makes up the youngest expedition in XO's history. I like to think they're the next generation of global adventure travelers, and with spirits high, it looks like we're about to find out.
Okay, any last minute adjustments?
Sweet as.
Sweet as, all right, I think we can get, let's go ahead and start moving our bags into the trucks. Wait,
Sweet.
That's good.
here we go. Was that a missed bump?
That was a missed bump.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Every team member has been issued 2 bags to carry their gear, and Vertex has also outfitted each of us with the primary gear to tackle the trip. Space is critical, and bag budgets are important. Clothes, cold weather layers, sleep systems, galley supplies, cookware, camera systems, tools, spares. It's great to see this young team snap straight into gear, handling the sheer volume of logistics and moving parts to this expedition. We're almost there. The last pieces of fishing gear, marine safety gear, and spares are loaded into the trailers.
Cool. We need to run this, the next 3 fuel stops, we need to run torques.
Got it.
On everything. So we could just leave this built
Yeah.
and just ready to go. Sound good?
I'll test torque, try it out right now.
Yep, torque everything down right now. Let's start in a good spot.
We looking good on that side?
Yep. Good.
No loose skin?
Nope.
All right, watch your fingers. We're coming down.
Okay.
Getting good?
Perfect.
How's everybody feeling? Good?
Good.
Solid.
Okay, from this point on, if we've left it, we've left it. And whatever it is the next problem to solve. Okay? From this point on, we're gonna work on flipping our switch into adventure, right?
Right.
Good?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're ready. Good.
Everybody take a deep breath. Let's roll.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ready?
Let's do it.
Do this.
Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling great.
All right, gents, nomads up. I think we're good.
This trip is going to be different, on purpose. I'm embracing the new here, and with a few tricks up my sleeve for the road ahead, I cannot wait to put it into the wind and embrace the cliched unexpected. Departing from Bozeman, our first major waypoint is the ferry terminal in Seattle. We are now staged up in camp to load on the ferry this afternoon to Vancouver Island. The French press is missing.
You found it.
Wait, what?
I have eyes on.
What?
Eyes on. Target acquired.
No way.
I didn't know that's what you guys were looking for.
You sweet tin of gold.
All right, the expedition can continue.
I knew we had.
I would love a copy. We're like, we're gonna run around Seattle for 5 days until we find this thing. We're not leaving until we got one.
I knew exactly where it was. I didn't know you guys were looking for it.
What?
So nice to be able to just wake up and come out here.
Yeah, I did not expect to wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, because when we got here in the dark, we didn't even know none of this was gonna look like this in the morning.
Oh.
Look at the size of those waves.
Oh my gosh.
About you, Eli, what are you looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to surfing because I've never surfed in my life.
Have you surfed behind a boat at all?
I've been wakeboarding.
Oh, nice.
That's probably the closest thing I've ever been to.
Yeah, surfing sounds fun. It's gonna be cold, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm nervous for.
yeah.
It's gonna be freezing.
I'm kind of nervous for that too. And then just maybe that boat, getting it in the water and
Oh yeah. I'm excited to fish too.
yeah, fishing.
I'm stoked for that.
It'd be awesome if we could catch a salmon or two.
Well, what are you guys most nervous for about on the trip?
One of the main things is just the cold water when surfing.
Yeah, that's.
I'd say just the cold, but
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty chilly up
it's
there.
gonna be cold.
Interesting.
I don't know, I've also never been on a ferry before, so
Sure.
it's gonna be new, something really new. And just, I mean, being gone for 30 days, I've never done before,
Yeah.
so.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, like, our family trips are usually only like a week,
Yeah.
and this is gonna be 4 weeks, so.
Do you already miss like your family and stuff?
No, not really.
Right on. Well, should we head back up?
Yeah, we should probably head back up and get camps packed up.
We got a ferry to get to.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, stuff's slimy.
Last one back has to eat a mussel.
Oh, come on.
No. I'm not eating that mussel. I love this truck so much.
These boys have come so far already. They've learned a lot, built and banded together in a very short space of time. Their adventure has already begun. I think they can sense it. But we still have a long way to go. We have thousands of miles of heavy rain, ice, and snow to endure. We still have the unplanned, the unexpected, and the unthinkable to work through. But we will do it together, come what may.
I'm so sorry to hear that. falling